Hey everybody, Adam here. Today we're going to talk about the Blade Fusion 180 Smart Helicopter. We're going to go through the box, show you what's included, show you what you're going to need, and make sure that you have a safe, enjoyable flight. Let's open up the box and show you what's included. To open the box, there's 2 tape tabs. Make sure you have something to open it up. Once you get that open, we're going to open the box and show you what's inside. All right, as you can see, once we get it open up, we have the Fusion 180 manual right here. We'll just go ahead and move that out of the way. You have your styrofoam. Just lift straight up on that. There's no tape. And inside, you'll see the helicopter. Also, guys, remember that this box is a great carrying case and storage for the helicopter to prevent it from getting any dings or any hanger rash. We're going to go ahead and take the helicopter out here. We'll set that off to the side. Inside the box, you're also going to get this nice spare parts baggie, which is going to have some extra zip ties, some linkages, your bind plug, and a few other things that you're going to need. You're also going to get a blade holder. And you're going to get an extra set of main blades. All right, now that we have everything out of the box, let's take a look inside the helicopter and see some of the features. To do so, we're going to take the canopy off. There's 2 grommets on each side. We're going to go ahead and pop that off. As we're doing that, guys, this is a great intermediate helicopter. So if you've already flown, let's say, the Nano or a 120 or something like that, this is the perfect next step. This helicopter is really great. It's got some really cool features. It's got the new IC2 plug for your smart battery, which is going to go into the ESC, which connects to the new 6250 MHX, which is a new micro 6250 that you are familiar with. This is going to have all your telemetry and smart features built in. So let's take a look at some of the features. We have our main blades here, our blade grips, and the spindle or feathering shaft that runs in between. The grips are going to go down to your linkages, which are connected to your swash plate. Your 3 servos, or your 3 cyclic servos, are what are going to move the swash plate for the different positions. That's all connected to the main shaft, which then goes down to the brushless motor and the gears. Right here we have our battery tray with our hook and loop strap. The new IC2 plug for your smart battery. We have our plastic landing skid to help with vibrations and hard landings. This boom comes down to the tail, which is a belt-driven tail. The great thing about a belt-driven tail is it's going to give you a lot of precision, and they're easy to work on. They're easy to tune. They're a lot more forgiving than, let's say, a torque tube would be. Now that we know a little bit about the helicopter, let's go ahead and bind the helicopter. The bind plug, like I said, is in that parts baggie that we showed you earlier. I'll get that out here. Now you're going to need a DX6E or higher radio to fly this helicopter. I have an NX10 here. I already have it set up. So let's go ahead and install the bind plug. The bind plug is on the side right here, as you can see. So we'll go ahead and install this. You can put it in any direction. It doesn't matter. Next, we're going to need to get our battery out. Now that we have our bind plug in, let's go ahead and plug in the helicopter. You should hear that beeping tone followed by a rapid flashing orange light down here, meaning that we are in bind mode. Now make sure to follow your radio's instructions on how to bind. I'm going to go ahead and bind my NX10 here. I always like to put my hand on the landing skid just to make sure. All right, we should be fully bound. Let's make sure to remove our bind plug. Always make sure you have throttle cut turned on so you don't accidentally hurt yourself. Let's do our pre-flight checklist, make sure that all of our directions are moving in the correct way. We're going to go left and right. We're going to go up and down on our pitch. That's right. Now make sure you hold the skids, and we're going to check the throttle. Make sure everything is out of the way. All right, we know the throttle's working now. We're also going to check and make sure our throttle hold works. I'm going to flip my throttle hold on. And there we go. Now I can move the throttle stick and not accidentally hurt myself. Now always make sure your throttle cut is turned on at this point. You will hear that buzzing noise. That is just the servos and the AS3X working. This helicopter does have safe mode, meaning if you get in trouble, you can hit your I switch on your radio and it will pull up and level off. Make sure everything is out of the way, because if there's anything on the ground, it will blow away. Make sure you're free of any people or pets when you spin up the rotors. When you go to fly the helicopter, make sure that you're flying in a safe space. Make sure you've checked with your local and state guidelines and that you're approved to fly where you're at. Make sure there's no people, pets, or objects around, and just be aware of your general surroundings.